sover lenge om morgenen, og sover 2 døgn lenger om morgenen.
Nei, det må gjøre noe. Du må ikke
gjøre noen ting.
Veldig bra.
Ja, det er det. Ja, men da har du hatt siste fisketuren.
Hello everyone, Morten Åstad here, welcome to my channel. So, I went to the second-hand record store again today. Wasn't planned until yesterday evening really. I was gonna go out today because I didn't have any particular plans or anything that I needed to do. And today is an absolutely gorgeous October day. Which date is it today? 14th or something like that? No, 15th of October. Yes, that's right. And I wanted to go out in any case to get my almost daily coffee and, be out and about, not sit in this apartment, not being in Denmark. I don't have access to the bicycle and all that, so lots of good reasons to go out really, but what made me go to Rock and Rolls, the second-hand record store, was a post that they did on Facebook yesterday, where they posted lots and lots of pictures of what they put out in the shop. I assume after closing time yesterday, and one record caught my eye, and it's a record that I've had in my hands a couple of times last fall, I think, or was it this winter in Denmark in a thrift store, and I was very excited. And then I took the record out, and it looked like complete crap. So I put that back. I was back in the store about 3 weeks later, I think, and said, well, if I see it, I'll pick it up because it was so cheap, and then I can, maybe there will be a situation where I could, like Frankenstein the cover, because the cover was, really nice, more or less mint, but someone else had bought it. So anyway, and as you probably will have seen from the beginning of the video, today was like I said, very pretty beautiful, cold and chilly October day here in Oslo, and there was a state visit. There is a state visit here today. I think it's the president of Finland is visiting, so they put out all the stops, the Army, Navy, and Air Force lining the street, main street there, Karl Johan Street, as we call it, which goes, it goes further, but sort of midway is the Parliament, and then at the other end is the Royal Palace. So I stood around and looked a little bit at that, filmed a little bit. I hope you enjoyed that. And I also filmed a little bit over there at the Rock and Rolls. And I think... hopefully I'm not saying something wrong. I filmed a bin full of EPs, and I want to do a shout out to Brian over in Canada there, the Embryonic Robot channel. He, first of all, one of the records that I'm going to show is a record that I bought, never heard the artist, as far as I know, but he was talking about this artist, and I thought I'd give it a chance, and it wasn't very expensive or anything like that. And also he's shown lots of EPs in a thread about mini albums, EPs, whether they are, well, in his case, I guess both 10-inch, 12-inch EPs, and then others have followed with showing 7-inch EPs and so on. I don't really have a lot. I think I can count them on maybe 2 hands, 1 hand plus an extra finger or something. I guess I have some EPs in the CD sense, but I don't really know how to discern or differentiate between what is considered mini albums or so on. So I can't really, but I did film. I saw, they put out a brand new bin at Rock and Rolls showing lots of EPs, so I filmed a bit of that, and I thought that Brian and you others who've done that thread might get a kick out of it, and also head over to Brian's channel. So what did I get today? So this is it. Now I was gonna be completely honest, and I was gonna not buy anything until Friday this week. That's gone right out the window. I spent way too much today. But some days, after maybe some days and a period of feeling anxiety and being worried about everything, which I still am, but last couple of days my mind have been sort of going more towards some positive things, and it's been a good feeling. I had some money come in, and which is not a fix for all that's going on in my life. But I was just in a good mood today, and buying records also makes me happy. So I guess I wanted to add to that, and I think this good weather is going to continue a little bit, so I hope to be out and about a bit more. Been to the movies a few days ago, really great experience as well. Anyway, guys, so what did I get? I guess the best thing is to show you the record that I actually went there for. Now, some of you know, I love Paul McCartney, and Paul McCartney and Wings for me is a lot more important than the Beatles. therefore, I have a wonderful Beatles box set CD and some other Beatles CDs and my old, those original Beatles CDs. I don't own American Beatles stuff, except that Let It Be. No, what is it? That weird compilation they released in the States just around the time Beatles stopped existing. Is it Hey Jude? Yeah, I think so. But for me, Paul McCartney is the artist from the Beatles and the solo artist, baby, that I love more than anyone. And I am nowhere near complete when it comes to Paul McCartney's solo stuff on vinyl, I think. And part of the reason is I switched to CDs back in the day, and I still haven't sort of gotten around to getting his later stuff on vinyl. It seems like sort of kind of a semi Herculean task, and also I've been waiting for this archive collection to be finished, because I've been buying those box sets on CD, and they are wonderful, and so on and so on and so forth. But there's one vinyl release, I think, that was released, and correct me if I'm wrong. If I understand it correctly, this album came out on vinyl in not the biggest numbers back in the day, because vinyl was on the way out. And has it ever been repressed and reissued on vinyl? I'm not sure. So I see this around on Discogs and other places, and the prices are very high, except that one time, like I said, this winter, when I found it in a thrift store, but the CD was battered to hell. So I looked at this vinyl, and I must say I wasn't overly pleased with the look of it. They say it's VG, and Rock and Roll, the store, they don't. I'm very, very rarely am disappointed with any stuff that they are selling there, except that Kiss cassette that I returned, and I got my money back, and that Kiss cassette turned into a Simple Minds vinyl record. So anyway, let's have a look at Paul McCartney Off the Ground. Very nice McCartney album, this, in my opinion. It did not make an impact on me the way Flowers in the Dirt did. For no reason, maybe. I kind of thought of it as a bit of a 1990s Pipes of Peace, being a bit of a leftover album. Maybe I was wrong. But anyway, I now finally own this on vinyl. I actually do have Flowers in the Dirt in my original vinyl. And from this, I now don't have any... I don't have any vinyl until we get to... is it Driving Rain? Which I thought I'd ordered on CD many years ago, and I got the vinyl. I was really confused, and I didn't have a record player at the time. And then I have Egypt Station and McCartney 3. But anything else after this and those two, three, I don't have on vinyl. So cover looks great. I love the white frame on the vinyl here, which of course wasn't on the CD. There's a bit of a thing going on here, as you can see, which is unfortunate, but there you are. Expensive. This cost more than I guess I kind of wanted to pay if I look at the vinyl, but like they said, if this had been VG Plus or VG Plus, it would have cost. I paid 500 for this, and they said that would easily been 800-900 kroner at least, as rare as this is, according to them and according to what I've read elsewhere. So I don't know if Paul has any. I don't know if he has any disdain for this record, if it somehow is some bad memories linked to it, but I never seem to. I never get the feeling that anyone really, hey, off the ground, listen to it. Where is it? Why isn't it re-released or anything? It's I don't know, sort of falling between chairs or something like that. And I mean, it's a very solid album. With the band members who were then playing with him on the live tours, and in the aftermath of Flowers in the Dirt and all that. So yeah, a peculiar album in a way. So yeah, I'm not, like I said, there's a lot of surface stuff here. I don't know if you will be able to see that, but something that looks, hopefully it's just dirt and not mold. So, but like I said, I've seen a copy out there that looked far worse. I wouldn't even have had, I think I would have left the vinyl in a bin and just brought the album cover home. But they assured me that they wouldn't have charged as much as they did if they thought that this wasn't somehow okay to play. And I am very happy to finally have this record on vinyl. It might spur me to work a little more towards completing my McCartney studio solo album collection on vinyl. I'm good as far as the wings go, and I'm gradually buying those 45 the half speed masters when they are released. We've come as far as Band on the Run now, haven't we? Yeah, we have. So yeah, that's McCartney. If you have any comments about this record, go ahead and do so. I guess I can't see that much more about it. Then the bonus stuff, the other stuff that I was unfortunately didn't put the brakes on and left alone. I really like Scritti Politti, and I have 3 of their records, I think. Or is it 2? Well, at least I have 2 others on vinyl, and I think it's this one and a later one that I don't have. So this is Scritti Politti, Songs to Remember. So this would be the debut, and I've been wanting this for quite a while. And but I guess one of the things that sort of made me wait a bit with this one is that their debut album is musically apparently supposed to be quite different than what they did later on. But so this looks pretty good, except this label seems to have moved around a bit at some stage. But apart from that, everything looks fine. Very nice price on that. I think about £7, 8 maybe. And then I picked up this is a record I remember very well from I think second to last year in high school, and traveling around all along the English Channel coast and up to Wales with a classmate of mine on Britrail. I remember this. There were posters from this all over the place, and I've had that CD since all the way back in the day. But I really wanted it on CD, and that's Jesus Jones, and that's this is one of the two albums I know I have those two albums on CD, this one and the other one, but I know they made something after that. I don't know much about that, but yeah, they were pretty cool. And were they sort of a little bit ahead of their time, maybe? Because we had, you know, we got stuff like Happy Mondays around these days, and we got sort of early Britpop. And I mean, if you listen to Britpop from then and these guys, these sound. I guess Jesus Jones sounds a bit further into the future in a weird sense, maybe. So there we are. And I think there was someone in a vinyl community, same with the Scritti Politti, that recently showed that they had gotten these after years and years of sort of contemplating it, and that made me think, yeah, if I see it I should pick one up. And then I did quite quickly. So there we are. Cool label there. Okay. Move this around a bit so it doesn't fall down. So the next record I picked up, not expensive at all, is a record by an artist that I, until a couple of weeks ago, knew nothing about at all. And even seeing Brian talk about this artist, didn't ring any bells. I did, of course, recognize some of the artists that he produced, but other than that, I had no idea about him. And I decided to give it a go. Brian sort of said, "Are you sure you haven't heard him at all?" But sometimes I like doing that, and especially with you guys in the vinyl community, it usually pays off. I'm very rarely disappointed. So this is Rupert Hine and his album Immunity. There we are. I could have picked. I think they had 4 or 5 different albums by him out there at Rock and Rolls. One of them was a modern repressing, which honestly was the one that sort of looked the most interesting to me. But that was that cost as much as if I bought 5 of these. So I left that behind. Little bit of common sense there for a second. And he's also, and Brian was talking about this guy has had a band, and now I can't remember the name of it, sorry, which was basically just him and everyone. You see band photos and names and the members' names and what instruments they're playing, and it's all fake. They're just hired models, basically. There were no other people. So there's the lyrics. And yeah, this is an odd mummy thing going on here. Is this somehow supposed to be attractive? And we are on A&M Dutch, a Dutch pressing this. So here we are. So I love the Monkees, and I have older studio albums on CDs, and I have had that for many years. And I have some of those bobs and pieces, or whatever they're called, records, and some of them on vinyl. I do not have one that I know I'm missing is one of those very late albums they made 15 years ago. Something called Justice Justice. That one I don't know. But I am very slowly getting their record collection from back in the day, from the 60s up until, was the last album 70, wasn't it? On vinyl. And one that I've been putting off getting is Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn and Jones Limited. And this very fine, little bit of a cover thing going on here, but this fine copy that I found today. Here we are. And it's Cold Gems, and it's 200 kroner, so that would be $18, maybe. No, sorry. Yeah, but maybe about $18. There is the back. Really nice cover on this. This was the one after Headquarters, right? Yeah. And I took a look at the vinyl, and it looked very nice indeed. Made in the USA. There we are. So that's very nice. Now, that was going to be it, and I've already been a bad boy, I guess. And then I don't know, something flew in me, and I grabbed one more, and I'm hopeless. I know. And the one that I grabbed was Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones Limited. What? You got one more? I couldn't help myself. And this cost twice as much as the other. But I have never owned... I never owned a Hertzu before. And this has been around in that shop for quite a while. And, be glad I didn't grab they had a Chilean copy with an even more different cover. That would have set me back 600 kroner. And then they had a copy from Uruguay, which cost 1,000. So I think I did, but no, I'm hopeless. I really am. But I just been looking at this over and over and over again for probably over a year now, and I just really wanted it. So, and because I watched some YouTubers and so on who are real Beatles experts on sound quality and everything, and they keep talking about some Beatles pressings on Hertzu and the Who. And in particular, I think Magical Mystery Tour is supposed to be excellent if you get an old good copy of on a Hertzu. So I guess that's sort of what inspired me a bit about, because I don't think Rolling Stones, I don't think they were released on the Hertzu imprint. They were released on, was this some sort of Bravo thing in conjunction with that music magazine? Anyway, we're talking about the Monkees here, and a little bit worried about some of the surface stuff here, but they had an exact same copy next to it, and I looked at the vinyl on both of them, and they cost the same, and this vinyl was definitely that was not even a line, that was a hair. So there we go. So I love this. I love these labels from Germany for some reason. I really do. And we have some old advertisement in here. I wouldn't say that I think that any of most of the artists being advertised here would really appeal a heck of a lot to Monkees fans, but yeah, we got some jazz and we got some crooners and the Berry Sisters and the Impressions, Ray Charles, lots and lots of Ray Charles. Almost the whole side of this is Ray Charles. So anyway, guys, that was my trip out into Oslo on this fine October day. Spending way too much money, but having a lovely time, sitting in a coffee shop, looking at all these records and seeing our military out, celebrating the visit of the head of state from Finland. So I better put a link into this to Tommy so he can see that we treat people from Finland okay over here in Norway. But yeah, so that was my let's go to the secondhand record shop of October. Anyway, guys, if you have any comments about this or these records, a couple of these artists, especially the one that I don't know, that would be really cool. Head over to Brian, head over to Tommy, and if you want to click like, if you're still watching after all this time, that would be really great. That helps my channel. If you want to subscribe, that makes me happy. Hope to see you soon in another video. Take care. Bye.